Hello YouTube, welcome back. Chris here. Today we're going to talk about another exciting e-bike from Trek. We're going to talk about the Allant Plus. I believe I'm saying that right. Correct me in the comments if I'm not. And here we go. We're going to click on the Allant Plus tab. We're going to go see the bikes. And let's scroll down here. First thing to note, these two at the bottom are 2021 models. So we're going to ignore those because we're going to cover the 2022 models because that's what's current. As you can see, there's 6 different options here. 2 of them are Allant Plus 7s. They've got a normal Allant Plus 7 and an Allant Plus 7 low step. That's going to be the entry-level bike in the Allant lineup. That guy runs you $3,749.99. From there you go to an Allant Plus 7S and an Allant Plus 7S Stagger. Stagger is Trek's name for this kind of half step through. So you've got a full low step here and then kind of a step through but not as low. I believe the reason I do this is so you can do bottle cages and accessories here in the middle of the frame, but still have a little bit lower bar for the top tube. That bike's going to run you $4,049.99. And then we go to the top of the line, Allant Plus 8S. And they do make that in the Allant Plus 8S Stagger as well. This bike's going to run you $4,449.99. You'll notice the price spread is not very big on these from the entry level to the top. There are some significant differences between the bikes, but they're not super drastic. So that's what we'll get into here in the technical specs and show you kind of what you get at each given price point. So we'll go ahead and start here with the Allant Plus 7. So here we go. This is the Allant Plus 7. I'll run through some quick pictures here. Show you a couple views of the bike. This bike comes in one color, and that is the nautical navy. This bike also comes in 3 sizes. They make it in a medium, large, and an extra large. And let's go ahead and scroll down here and take a look at the technical specifications. Alright, here we go. The frame is a high-performance hydroformed aluminum frame. This bike does come with a suspension fork. It is an SR Suntour Mobi 25. This is a coil spring fork with a lockout, 45mm travel. Basic set of wheels, Schwalbe G1 tires. This bike also runs a 27.5 inch or 650B wheel set and a 50C tire, so nice and wide. I don't know exactly what that is in a more English measurement. I'd guess it's probably like a 2.3-ish, but a real wide tire. This bike is equipped with Shimano Alivio 9-speed, so it's going to have a 9-speed Alivio shifter, 9-speed Alivio rear derailleur, pro wheel crank. This is not going to have a front derailleur or a front shifter because it is a 1x, which is pretty typical of e-bikes. 40-tooth chainring in the front and a nice wide gear range in the back, 1136 on that 9-speed cassette. Not much too exciting here. It's got a pair of Shimano MT200 hydraulic disc brakes. Fairly entry level as far as Shimano goes, but still a very nice hydraulic disc brake. And we get into our electronic components. This is the Bosch PowerTube 500-watt battery. So nice big battery on there. Uses the typical Bosch Purion display or controller. The motor is a Bosch Performance CX motor. This is a 250-watt motor and provides 85 Newton meters of torque. This bike is a Class 1 bicycle, so it's going to be a 20-mile-per-hour top speed and pedal assist only. Comes equipped with front and rear lights built in, and does come equipped with a rack and fenders as well. It's a nice little touch. They do list the overall bike weight at 54 pounds, and a total maximum weight for the rider and the bike combined of 300-pound limit. Here's a nice basic sizing chart to show you who would ride the medium, large, and XL. This is based on rider height and inseam. So this is pretty much all you need to know to size this bike. If you do want a real techie breakdown, they give you the full geometry right here. So let's go ahead and go back and take a look at the Allant Plus low step. Now I'm not going to go through the technical specs of the low step because they're all identical. Just a different frame for easier entry onto the bike. I do like how these bikes have this integrated battery that pulls out from the side with a nice handle here, real convenient. The low step also comes just in the nautical blue and is available in 3 sizes, but they are different. This is a small, medium, large, as opposed to a medium, large, extra large for the Allant Plus 7 non-low step. So now we're going to move on to the Allant Plus 7S. A couple pictures here we can flip through. Overall, this bike is going to be the same frame. It's just the technical specifications that are changed on this bike. Another nice thing with the Allant Plus 7S is it does come in two colors, the nautical navy as well as matte quicksilver. Sizing is going to be the same for the step over, medium, large, and extra large. It's going to have the same frame, same fork. Looks like the wheels are the same as well. Same Shimano Alivio group set. It's a 9-speed Alivio shifter and derailleur combo. This bike does have upgraded disc brakes because it is a more powerful bike, which we'll get into here in a second. But this has the Shimano MT520 4-piston hydraulic disc brake, so a nice upgrade from that MT200 on the Allant Plus 7. It's got that same Bosch Power Tube 500 watt-hour battery, same Bosch Purion display, but we go to a different motor, the Bosch Performance Speed 75 Newton meter motor. 28 mile per hour top speed. So this is kind of interesting. It actually has a lower torque rating on here, but a higher top speed. So this bike is a class 3 bicycle. That means it's going to be pedal assist only and a top speed of 28 miles per hour. Same headlight, taillights, same rack, fenders. The weight seems to be about the same. Sizing the same, geometry the same. So for that extra $300, you're basically getting a class 3 bike with nicer brakes. So just a little bit of extra there. We'll take a look at the Stagger real quick. So the Stagger is going to be basically just a step-through version, just not as low as the low step. This bike does also come in the nautical as well as the matte quicksilver, and comes in 3 sizes, although they are different sizes, small, medium, and large. We're not going to go over the technical specs for this bike because they are the same as the non-Stagger frame. And last but not least, we have the Allant Plus 8S. Alright, here's the Allant Plus 8S. This is the top of the line for the Allant Plus 2022 lineup. This bike is available in 2 colors, a lithium gray as well as matte metallic gunmetal. That really is a good looking bike there. I like the gunmetal. Comes in 3 sizes, medium, large, and extra large. And let's scroll down here and look at our technical specifications. Alright, aluminum frame. One thing interesting about the Allant Plus 8S is this bike comes with a rigid fork. This is a little bit more performance oriented, so to get it a little lighter weight, they're going to save by doing a alloy fork as opposed to a suspension fork. They're also going to give you nicer wheels on the bike, as well as nicer tires. This comes with a Bontrager E6 Hardcase Light, which is a nice puncture-resistant tire, 27.5 by 2.4, very similar measurement to what the other 2 bikes come with. This bike gets an upgraded drivetrain to a Shimano Dior shifter derailleur combo, and this is going to be Dior 10-speed, so it's no longer 9-speed. You got a 46-tooth chainring in the front and a super wide gear range in the back with that Dior 1142 10-speed cassette. It's got those same upgraded brakes that come on the 7 Plus, and that's the Shimano MT520 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes. Now here's going to be another upgrade to this bike, the Bosch Power Tube 625 watt-hour battery. So a little bit more juice in this bike. And then this is going to have the same motor as your 7 Plus, the Bosch Performance Speed 75 Newton meter motor and class 3 28 mile per hour top speed. Headlight and taillight combo. This looks to be an upgraded headlight taillight, as you got a powerful 500 lumens in the front and 50 lumens in the rear. Comes with a rack and doesn't say anything about fenders. This bike actually is slightly heavier, which is kind of surprising to me. I guess it's really not because the battery is bigger, but with that rigid fork, I thought that might have made it lighter, but no, it's actually a couple pounds heavier, 56 pounds on this bike. Same maximum weight for rider and bike combined. Sizing chart here for the medium, large, and extra large, and your full geometry. Now we'll take a look at our Allant Plus 8S Stagger. All the specifications for the Stagger are going to be the same. Just show you some of the pictures here. Oh, this is interesting. They are showing fenders on these, but in the specs it didn't say fenders. We'll take a look again This bike comes in two colors, lithium gray as well as matte metallic gunmetal. The Stagger comes in the same three sizes as the 7 Plus Stagger, small, medium, and large. I'm not going to go through all the technical specs, but I do want to take a look. So very interesting. They don't list down here this bike comes with a rack and fenders, but in the pictures it clearly has them. So one thing I just noticed when you go to the Allant Plus 8S Stagger, when you click on the gray picture, or the gray color, matte metallic gunmetal, they actually show the smartphone dock, which is kind of cool. This bike does not have a traditional display. You have to use your phone, and it has just a regular controller here with no display. Be curious how people like that or not. I didn't notice this on the Allant Plus 8S, and that's because they don't really list it. It's not even listed under controller. But when you do go to the Stagger, it shows you better pictures, or when you go to the other color, it doesn't even show them on the lithium gray color. It's kind of interesting. Oh, and here you go. Here they show the app working with your bike. And the specs are not showing on the Stagger either. Kind of interesting. Well, anyway, that's about it for this time. Hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do some more just like this, and we will see you next time.